The Dream SMP once ruled the Minecraft scene, having dozens of popular YouTubers getting millions of views daily. But after only 1 year of the Dream SMP being up, it slowly died out to where it's just a memory. But why did the Dream SMP die so quickly? The Hermitcraft SMP has been around for way longer and is still relevant to this day, so what happened? Let's start off by going back to when the Dream SMP was first created, April 24th, 2020. On this day, Dream loaded into a random world with his best friend, George Not Found, and streamed the entire thing live on Twitch. He didn't have any idea how big the Dream SMP would become, rather he was just having fun with his friend. Eventually, Dream would invite people like Sapnap, Awesam Dude, and It's Alyssa. Dream logged off, went to sleep, and it was just another regular night. Except it wasn't. People loved this Twitch stream so much that Dream saw the amount of live viewers and immediately recognized that he was sitting on a gold mine. He had the 3 things that could potentially make this SMP blow up. Fame. Dream was already a well-known YouTuber around this time, mostly for his manhunts. The dozens of other popular streamers to come into this SMP, George, Sapnap, Bad Boy Halo, and even Technoblade. And keep in mind, these are just a few of the many members that joined this SMP that had previous success on YouTube. COVID-19. The Dream SMP was during the peak of lockdown, meaning that people were in the house all the time looking for something to burn the time. And what better to do than watch a bunch of grown men PvP each other. But on July 4th, 2020, a new member of the Dream SMP would join that would single-handedly be the reason why the Dream SMP really blew up. TommyInnit. TommyInnit didn't really play by the rules. The moment he joined the Dream SMP, the first thing he did was cause chaos. He would randomly attack others, steal, and grief to the point that he ended up getting temporarily banned. TommyInnit really brought the energy to the Dream SMP that we all know and love. Dream, seeing that people were eating up TommyInnit's live streams, he decided to capitalize on the chaos. Dream would start something that would become such an oversaturated buzzword that nearly every SMP has done at least once. War. It was genius. Famous Minecraft YouTubers having a conflict really drew a lot of people in. The first major war on the Dream SMP was the disc war. TommyInnit had only one thing that he cared about on the server, and that was his 2 music discs, Cat and Mellow High. Tommy loved these discs. It had some sort of sentimental value to him, but Dream wanted them so he can have power and control over Tommy. It was perfect. There were intense fighting moments, funny moments, and even serious moments. Around this time, a bunch of other well-known YouTubers had joined the SMP like Tubbo, Tommy's closest friend, Wilbur Soot, Quackity, and even J-Schlatt. The disc war would go on for over 6 months, but there was another war waiting to happen, and one of the most well-known wars in the Dream SMP, the L'Manberg War. It all starts when Tommy and Wilbur Soot made an RV to make quote-unquote potions. Definitely potions. Eventually, Wilbur Soot created the well-known nation, L'Manberg. It included Tommy, Eric, Tubbo, Fundy, and obviously Wilbur Soot. The war started when Wilbur Soot declared independence from the Dream SMP, which then in turn angered Dream as he wanted power and control over the members. The war ended in a weird way. One of the members in L'Manberg, Eric, betrayed the rest of the members, and Tommy was left with no choice but to give up his disc for independence for L'Manberg. It's safe to say that around this time, the Dream SMP had reached its peak. People were super invested in the wars, and they really dominated the Twitch and YouTube scene. There are even some who made fan art, and even a few who made really weird fan art, which I won't show, but I think you get the point. The Dream SMP was booming. And combined with the fact that COVID was at its worst, people were just looking to burn as much time as possible. The Dream SMP would continue on its trend of fame, having some major events happening, such as Dream getting run over by a train. Yes, I'm serious, this is actually part of the lore.
My friend don't get hit by a train, Dream!
Things were going amazing for the Dream SMP. Tons of people were tuning in, but inevitably, something was to go wrong. Wilbur Soot, one of the many members on the Dream SMP, was accused of abusing his girlfriend, Shovel, as well as many other serious allegations being thrown around. Dream, George, and even Tubbo had allegations. Not only did there be serious allegations, but the creator burnout started to be a huge issue. The creators were really tired of streaming 24/7. Sorry for the interruption, but I would like to thank all of you for helping me reach 4,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me, and consider this, 1 like and subscribe helps my dream of becoming a YouTuber ever since I was a kid become true. Seriously guys, thank you. Okay, enough yapping, back to the video. Especially the most popular creators like TommyInnit having to not only balance school and streaming, but he was getting constant death threats. He was only 16 years old, but on multiple different occasions, him and his family would get threatened just because TommyInnit was successful. TommyInnit is just one of the many streamers who experienced creator burnout, but something more serious was happening. A lot of the members on the Dream SMP was facing some sort of controversial issue online. It got so bad to the point that the Dream SMP slowly started to die out. Of course, there was a few people who would try and keep the lore going, but with everyone being so occupied with the issues, the Dream SMP was declining. And to make it all worse, during June of 2022, one of the most beloved members, Technoblade, had sadly passed away. Not only did this really set the Dream SMP into bits, but a lot of the members were extremely sad. TommyInnit was one of the members who got hit by Technoblade's death the worst. As a kid, TommyInnit would always look up to Technoblade, and just like that, his idol was gone. Dream's face reveal would follow after this event, and the internet treated Dream horribly. Around this point, there was basically nobody on the Dream SMP anymore. Everyone had split up and went and did their own thing. To think that this one great server just turned into a memory is super crazy. Of course, a good chunk of the members on the Dream SMP are doing good for themselves now, but there are also a handful who aren't. The Dream SMP remains a part of Minecraft that nobody will ever forget. The funny moments and nostalgia is really memorable, and the Dream SMP era will be forever remembered. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see how Grok saved Minecraft from dying, go click on this video, cause trust me, it's a good one. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to help me reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.